the journey to freedom, the journey to becoming my most confident self, being on my own, learning on the fly, surviving under pressure, being away from my family. Everything is happening to activate the mission or purpose, mission, purpose. Though tested, I see how strong I've been and have to be. We are at LAX. Just coming back from the Winter Showcase, the G League Showcase with the team. Fortunately, we did not win the $100,000, which has probably been known for a while now. But the experience getting here was one heck of a ride. I think overwhelming thoughts and realizing the load that I carry really took over, especially when I had this grand plan, as we often do, and to see it fall to shambles. My whole life, I've watched my mom deal with mental health. It was the reason why it was my platform for pageantries. I've watched my mom deal with depression, suicidal thoughts, attempts, alcoholism, and I knew she was always stronger than it. But I think as I began to build my relationship with God, I tried to shut that space out. And today was just the harsh reality that it exists. And although it is a struggle, it's an internal struggle, that's more reason why we should pay attention to it, because of how powerful our internal thoughts and spaces are. To have an anxiety attack today on an airplane in an unfamiliar space without my support system was another experience, but also a harsh reality that I have been avoiding the things that really bother me. Instead of directly addressing them, I'm addressing them in a way that just kind of skims the surface versus saying, like, this makes me feel X, Y, and Z, and I need X, Y, Z. It's really important. None of us are exempt, whether your race, your gender. Mental health does not discriminate, and we don't pay enough attention to it and give ourselves the time that we need to be healthy, not only physically, but mentally. Like, we can have great bodies, but how do we feel internally? Walking around LAX, I see a lot of fake booties, lips, hair, and I do wear extensions, not to say that it's something that we shouldn't participate in or get, but why are we getting it is more of the question to ask. What is it? How is it making you feel? Or what is it covering up about your real feelings? And so I realized in this experience as Antoine's in another state, my kids are in another state and I'm in another state, that there are a lot of people who love me, and the pressure that I put on myself to make it, to get there, to pull people up who've been supporting me all these years could be unhealthy, is unhealthy, but also giving myself more time and the mental capacity just to recover between events, trips, work, all the things that I'm doing. How do I balance? Because obviously my balance is not enough. What am I focusing on? What am I feeding my mind? I think is a huge piece. My triggers to being overwhelmed is scrolling through Instagram overwhelming me because I'm not where I want to be, is watching a movie about a lady potentially losing her child as my daughter has a fever. Is that really what I should be feeding my mind with? Those little things make a difference, and being mindful of where we are to address what we lack. So this is just the journey. This is the behind the scenes of what the Winter Showcase brought out. It was a great experience. I was more behind the camera than in front, and also learned a lot of lessons in the editing and shooting space, but it was all worth it. We have a great group of guys, great coaching staff. Everyone is phenomenal in allowing me to learn, ask questions, and be in the space, and I feel like that's rare. So thankful for that. So thankful for all the people who reached out to make sure I was okay, and all the people my husband called. He's always the first person to make me laugh. He said the first thing he thought was, I hope she don't think she's gonna leave me with all these kids. Oh man, it cracks me up. Love and a community is important, and I have that, and I'm forever grateful for it. Peace.
How strong are you? It's time. Love, Tyra.